Hey everybody, what's going on? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to another episode of Planet Zoo. I'm just chilling with my boy here, Mr. Flamingo. I don't think that's actually his name. This is Zahir. Doing a little bit of dip in his new habitat that we made last episode. And guys, I gotta say, I absolutely love this habitat. Obviously, there's some more stuff that I want to do. I was really disappointed that I couldn't put some more foliage all around because these guys don't want any more coverage. They're like capped out, and they're saying, no way, Jose, don't put another tree, don't put any more lily pads because we're not going to like that. And obviously, I'm here to make these guys happy. Right? So we're not going to be able to put any more greenery, which sucks because this part right here looks really gross and nasty. I would love to cover it up with some greenery, but it looks like that's probably just not going to be an option. Maybe we can start looking at construction, you know, maybe find some stuff that we can use to kind of decorate this wall a little bit. Maybe some of these, you know, well, that might be kind of cool. Kind of along the side here, make it look a little bit better so it doesn't look like just this jagged rock wall here. There's things we can do, but for now, I think that we're going to leave this habitat alone, right? I spent 40 minutes in the last episode working on this habitat, and I need to get other things done, okay? So anybody who's played this game or even this type of game, they'll know that the main part of the game is to take care of la flamingos, right? Or your animals in general. You want to make sure that the welfare is maintained. So you're worried about what they're eating, how many are in their flock, their habitat, and what, you know, if they're going to be happy in their environment altogether. That's obviously a main thing, right? But there are two other features to this game specifically that you really have to focus on, right? The first thing is customer well-being as well, right? So we want to make sure that every one of these guys are smiling and very, very happy. And habitats make them happy, but they obviously require other things as well. For example, this guy right here, we'll find one. Who is it? This guy, right? He's incredibly thirsty. And he says, you know, the flamingos look a little bit bored. So, you know, there are things that we have to do to make that guy specifically happy, like adding, I don't know, a drink place or a restaurant or a burger joint, or, you know, definitely bathrooms I think are on the list of things that are necessary here. So we got to start working on that today. But then the other thing that we have to work on is staff relations, okay? So there's a big part of this game is about staff, right? And if I go over here to the zoo tab and we look at our staff, I have 3 guys. I have a vet, a keeper, and a mechanic. And what I can do is go to research options here, and then we could assign our workers to specific research items, right? And that's just a little part of it. Obviously, there's like I can increase their salary or their proficiency or their rating and promote them essentially. So I give them some training so that they're going to be better at their job. So those are all things that we have to keep in mind. And we haven't even got to things like security guards, caretakers, which actually I think caretakers probably next on our list because we're going to start putting up restaurants and stuff, and people are going to start littering all over the place. So we're definitely going to have to hire a caretaker. But I think what I want to focus on just to start this video up is vet research, okay? Right now, if I put Darius on our Greater Flamingo research, then he's going to come back with more enrichment items for the flamingos, as well as a new type of food and a fun fact, which I don't really care about the fun fact, but this guy right here is not too happy. One of these guys is not too incredibly happy with how bored the flamingos are. So that enrichment level, or increasing our toy enrichment, is going to make these guys happier as well as these guys happier. So that is something that I want to do. And Mr. Darius, I think that you're going to go ahead and just automatically get assigned to the Greater Flamingos. But at the same time, there's a lot more I have to research. Look at all this. I'm not even going to try pronouncing half of these. Hey, I can pronounce this one. Classic swine fever. So we can see that there are issues here and different types of diseases and all viruses and everything that we need to research so that way we can help our animals if they were to ever get sick. So right off the get-go, I think it's necessary. We need to hire a specialist, right? So I'm thinking we buy another vet here. Now this vet, what's your name? You're Carrie Mills, okay? You're going to be our specialist. There we go. And what she specializes in is diseases, right? So I want to immediately put her on something. And I saw this down here. Fever, Q fever. I'm wondering what is the most common thing to see in our animals. And I'll be honest with you, I have no idea. So let's just start off with bordetellosis. Bordetellosis. So we're going to put our specialist on bordetellosis so that way she can research that. And if we do have animals down the line that have bordetellosis, well, we can cure them pretty easily, right? It says decreases the likelihood of animals catching the diseases, reduces disease recovery time, and delays time until death from critical diseases. So that's fantastic. I actually didn't know half of that actually happened. So that's great. But on top of having our veterinarians doing work here, I also want to make sure that our mechanic is working as well. And we have research for mechanics as well, right? So we have things like themes or, all the way down to different kinds of walls, the staff facilities. I think the main ones that we really want to focus on, well, is probably barriers for one, because it comes with this one-way glass. Our animals get very touchy and emotional if, all the guests are poking and prodding at them constantly. They want a place to hide. So that one-way glass, I think, is very important. But before that, before we even get to the one-way glass, I think it's really important to start looking at power options, right? So if we do a little bit of research, we can get a wind turbine and solar panels. So right now we're using this generator. And generators don't cost a lot up front, right? They only cost like $500 to make a generator. But look at this. It's costing me $1,500 every year. That is ridiculous. So what I'm thinking I want to do is, instead of using generators, we'll go ahead and just research our power facility here, get us some wind turbines and solar. Now it's going to cost a lot up front, right? It's going to be a lot of money up front, but it's going to be barely any yearly charges. So Miss Aurora Beckett, you're going to be placed on research for our power development. And look at that. We're moving forward very slowly, but at least our staff is starting to work now. And you know what? Looking through these, there's a lot of good ones. I really don't care about the blueprints. I actually don't know what that is. But there's a lot of good ones that need to be researched, like staff facilities, for example. A large keeper hut. That is fantastic. Large staff rooms would be great. That means I don't have to put down, all these guys right here. I have to put down, I think, one per person. Right? And it's not that great. So it'd be nice to have multiple staff rooms. So I think that's going to be next on our list. If we get another mechanic, which is not necessary right now, I'm not paying another worker to work here, but I think staff facilities might be the next go-to. Oh, there's so many good options. I wish I could hire 100 mechanics and just go over every single one. But now that that's taken care of and all of our staff are at least moving forward with either research or taking care of our flamingos, I hope that doesn't take up a lot of their time. I don't really know if they're doing research, are they then going to still maintain a habitat? I don't know how that's going to work. I guess I'll just let time play out here and see what happens in the near future. But for now, what I want to do is I now want to start focusing on the needs of our guests, okay? And we already saw one. One of these guys is very, very thirsty. One of these guys up here, I'm not going to click through them, but one of them is getting a little bit hungry. So that's things that we need to start looking at, right? So I thought it would be really cool to make like a food court area right here and add in some shops like an information shop. If I go into facilities and we go to guest facilities, you can see there's plenty of options here, like Chief Beef, which I guess is like a burger joint, Bernie's Bakes, Gulpy Soda, information, Looney Balloons, and yeah, various things here. And obviously we have some like vending machines and bathrooms. So those are things that I want to go ahead and place down right here. And obviously I think this goes without saying, but I'm not going to spend all of this money on a design that's already been made. I think we're going to go with the plain Jane boxes and then design our own food court down the line. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into a quick little fancy time lapse here when we do this food court slash eatery slash public bathrooms. I don't like it when I say it like that, but that's what we're doing. All right, so not too incredibly fancy. I know, I understand this, but we're limited to items that we could actually use right now. Like I said, this mechanic research is going to help us so much, right? Like, let's just look in North Africa things, for example. If I were to do one bit of research, I would get 165 items. Now, how many of those items would be helpful to make like a little building here, right? So that's all thinking, I'm thinking in the future, right? I don't want to make anything crazy here because eventually I'm going to get all these new items that I can use, and then we could start looking at making really cool buildings and whatnot. So for now, I kind of went with this little scenic look. I used these trees out here because that's more native to this land, I guess. And so I made this look a little bit more natural, and I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with it. Now, where I put everything kind of has a little bit of a reasoning behind it too. I wanted an information center as soon as you walk over this bridge, so immediately you can get some more information. Maybe they sell maps and stuff there. I know specifically they do not. There's no map option in here, but they sell a buttload of umbrellas, adoption packs, as well as an audio guide, which helps on the education level side of things. So those are all things that we have to do. Eventually, I'm going to lower these because I think when the park is first starting out, these are overcharging literally everything. So I will change that down the line, but that's a good place for it as soon as you come in, as well as a nice little ATM machine. So that way, or ATM, you don't say machine after ATM, it's just an ATM. But that way people can pull out money and afford what's down this path right here, which we have immediately a Chief Beef here, as well as a Gulpy Soda. I'm guessing it's just drinks, right? And then a Looney Balloons, right? I'm very old school Zoo Tycoon era, so I'm only used to having 3 options. You get a burger joint, you also get a drink joint, and you also get a balloon joint. So that's what I wanted to go ahead and use here. And I know we can get some more stores down the line, but hey, that's what we're limited to right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and use it. And then around the corner here, we have these bathrooms. Now, I do want to hide these bathrooms a little bit more so that they don't just stand out and stick out like they are right now. But once again, we're waiting till we get some better designs here. So let's go ahead and press play and see. Oop, I'm low on cash. Oh, geez, you know, that's something I didn't even think of. That I was just eating through my cash. For some reason, I forgot about the cash aspect of this game entirely. Oh, no. But these guys should be making... Yep, I just saw some going in there. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now, another option that we can do is we can look at... Why are you running? Why are these guys running? Are they okay? They're just excited. They're ready to see the flamingos. Another thing we can look at doing is looking at loans, for example, which I got to remember where these are. Finances and then loans. So we have different options. We can look at a $20,000 loan with 5% interest, $5,000 loan with 10% interest, or a $50,000 loan with a 10% interest. Whoa, wait a minute. Doesn't this sound like the thing I should do? Yearly. Oh, but I'm gonna have to pay off more. Oh yeah, obviously I'm gonna have to pay off more the bigger the loan. So that's stuff that we have to look into eventually, right? Probably not anytime soon, but hey, stuff we gotta look at, as well as marketing. So we could do different types of marketing campaigns, like poster campaigns, cereal box adverts, but I think we could even do TV commercials as well as online campaigns, which I think right now we should be going with online campaigns, right? What's happening here? What does it say? Can't find accessible research center with space. Oh, okay. Because we have a lot of researching going on, we need to have another research center. So which one is this? Is that you? That's Keeper Hut, Workshop, Animal Trade, Research Center. So let's go ahead and just duplicate that. And let's have issues putting it on the path here. Can we put it here? No, we can't. Why won't it link? That is so weird to me why it won't link. We'll place it here. Give Darius a nice place to work out of. But I do want to check and make sure that that's not going to mess with the paths. No, we're good. We're good. There you go, Darius. You should have a place to go work now. Where are you? There you are. There you go. He's on his way now. And there they go. Yes! Yes! Everyone is thirsty. Okay, so we are making some money. Ooh, not a whole lot of money. Buy that soda. Keep on buying. Keep on buying. We need to sell more. We need to sell more. We're actively losing money at this point. And I haven't seen anybody come up here. There we go. We're in the green. Okay, keep on coming. See, this is working, and I'm really happy with that. Now, what's happening now is not a whole lot of interest is happening over here, right? A lot of people are spread out over here because that's where the animals are. Oh, look. Look. We have people coming up over here, too. Look at this. Is this being used? Are you donating? No donations as of yet. But people are wanting to see the animals. So what I'm thinking is I actually left this area open right here so we can possibly put another habitat here. So we are actively losing money, which is not good. We need to start looking at maybe taking that loan. I think that might be the best bet. Ooh, wait, what? You're about to mate. Oh, guys, don't look, but I think they're about to have the babies. Look at them. Oh, that is actually really adorable. And I was questioning showing this because I don't know how R-rated it got. But I'm glad it didn't get that R-rated. Awesome. So they're already having babies. Fantastic. That's going to bring us a whole new source of income. People are going to be coming from all over the place to see the flamingo babies. That is great. Hey, look at that. Wait a minute. Okay. Vet research is complete. What did I complete here? Bordetellosis. Good. Okay, so we're looking at that. Let's see. So we just increased it plus 75, but then we could do it again. Okay, so here's the question. Do I want to focus all my efforts on bordetellosis, or should I kind of, branch out a little bit, right? I should probably branch out a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Carrie off of there. How do I do this? How do I take her off of this? I'm going to just go down the list. We're going to do classic swine fever now because I know there's some tapirs and stuff down the line, and those might be, you know, we might stick to smaller animals right out the gate. That way we can, you know, start receiving a little bit more of a constant increase in our income. So we'll go ahead and get a little bit of classic swine fever action going on as well. So that way, you know, if we do get to that point, we're good to go. How far is Darius along, though? Does it have a list? Wait, did we, wait a minute. Wait, what did I just click? Research complete. Oh, we must have just completed it. So what did we get? So we got toy enrichment. So let's go look at this, because I want to see what we can do here for our flamingos in the form of enrichment. What is happening? Okay, cool. If I do flamingo, I'm pretty sure it's going to give me... Okay, waterfall metal frame enrichment. Oh my gosh, that's massive. Okay, what else do I have? It looks like that's all we got. Yeah, I guess that's all we unlocked was a waterfall and metal frame. Hey, I mean that's moving forward a little bit. I'm okay with that. So, and it's only $100. I'm pretty sure it's got a monthly fee, but let's go ahead and put this just dead center of the island here. Wow. Okay. And then let the flamingos... Oh, you're just going to immediately run for it. Look at him. Look at him go. Play, buddy, play. Oh, he loves it. I think. I don't know. He's not really necessarily... Okay. He's not necessarily doing anything, but I'm assuming this is him interacting with it. And look at that. His enrichment level went up by 50%. So that's fantastic. And I bet you now these guys are really happy to see them play, or what I think is playing. That is fantastic. Now, another thing I could do, rather than clicking every single person, is I believe I can look at... Where is it at? Is it... No, it's not this. Guests. There we go. And it gives us this fancy list, right? So zoo tickets are fantastic. Mwah, amazing. I know. I never increased them or decreased them, so I'm glad you like that. But then these red ones are telling us what we really have to focus on. So this zoo seems pretty small. Might not be something we have to focus on right away, because honestly we're just going to casually get bigger and bigger and bigger, so that's not something we have to worry about. But I wish I could have stayed longer to see the great flamingo. Well, why did you leave? I don't know. I don't know why you left. That's a question, right? Why aren't there enough bins around? So I obviously... Okay, so I need to put some more bins, apparently. Oh, and you know what? This would be a fantastic time to just go ahead and buy a caretaker as well. I say buy, but I mean hire. You know what I mean? So that he can go ahead and empty out these bins and take care of any litter that's around. I think that would be... fantastic. Look at him. He's going to do his job successfully. What is your name? What is your name there, buddy? Benito Thurston. I absolutely love it. I don't think that's how you take out the trash, but hey, it works. Maybe he's just pushing it down, making more room, right? Oh man, there's so many things happening, and I think this is what this series is going to be. Eventually, it's just going to get to the point where every animal is doing their own thing. Every one of our staff is doing their own thing, and everything is just running individually from me. And there's just random things popping up on my screen like this right here. Apparently, I made an overall profit of $1,000, which is this what you're going to give me? Wait, what's my reward? It just gave me money. Now there's just one thing left that I want to do in this episode, and then we're going to go ahead and leave it off. Maybe next episode start working on our second exhibit here. But I want to make a sign, okay? And I think a great place to do it would be right here. Now what I'm thinking is we put, you know, the total title is going to be Calamari Park, North America. So Calamari Park is going to be the main focus right here. And as soon as people walk in, they're like, oh man, this is so beautiful. Look at this Calamari Park right here, right? That's what I'm thinking at least. Ooh, what is going on? This camera is out of control. And it'll say underneath it North America. So without further ado, let's do the last time lapse of the episode and get this going. Okay, that's not too bad. So now when you're walking through the park, you're oh gosh, the camera angles are so off here. What is all this trash? What is happening? Where's our caretaker? Okay, well, before we finish off the episode, well, that obviously means we need a little bit more binnage here. So let's look up here. We'll put a recycling bin and just a regular trash can. Why is it so finicky? Like this. So anybody coming in and out of the park, I guess they have a place to throw something away. I don't like how that's the first thing you see when you come in, though. That's pretty ugly, especially when we spent all this time making something a little bit more beautiful, right? So imagine this. Imagine this. You're coming in and you're like, oh man, this park is so beautiful. And then you come in and see this. Yes, I love it. I absolutely love this so much. And I want to do something like this everywhere. I want to take advantage of every nook and cranny that we have in this park and then just shove really cool things in there. Like this, for example, there's a little bit of room here. And I'm thinking it would be really cool to put up some like information boards or maybe like a man-made map. I know I've seen people do that in the past where they've done like map designs of the whole entire park, and that would be something really cool. I would love to do something like that right here, right? And then we even have places like over here, for example, where there's I could see like maybe a couple benches or something here in this nook and cranny, a nice place to sit down, relax, eat, you know, maybe a place where if kids get lost, you want to have that central location. It's like, hey, if you get lost, we meet here, right? How cool would it be if this was that location? So we make a big sign that says, you know, meet here or something, right? So that if people get lost, they have a central place to meet up and kind of come back together. I think that would be a really cool thing, and it adds a little bit of personality to the park. It's not just a regular zoo. We want to make it a more realistic and more fun and approachable zoo, so that is exactly what we're going to be doing. And it all starts from things like this, for example. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. But anyway, guys, I think that's where I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for today. This was a shorter episode because we didn't do any exhibits or anything really crazy. We did make this fancy little area here, along with some bathrooms, a couple places to eat, buy some balloons. It looks like they're all out right now, and I don't necessarily know why. We're going to have to rework their hours, maybe hire replacements. So like one person will work a 12-hour shift and another one will work another 12-hour shift, and they just go back and forth. I don't know how happy they will be with that. But hey, we'll look into it and see what we can do with that. But this is just a fantastic, super beautiful addition to the park. I love it. And then once we start adding new habitats here in this area here, it's going to bring people off of this bridge and then down onto this walkway here. And we could have some sort of like river walk area all along the river. I think that'd be really cool. Anyway, guys, like I said, I'm calling it quits for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please press that like button. It really helps this channel grow, and it really helps me and my motivational factor to make more and more of these. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I do these videos now, apparently. I love Planet Zoo, so I'll expect plenty more of these. But I also do a whole lot of Minecraft content, and that's super fun for me as well. So if that's what you like seeing, well, I'm here for you. Drop that subscribe. Anyway, guys, much love. I'll talk at you guys next episode. Peace.